Hello everyone, Nikea here, and I'm excited to show a flip through of my 2024 bullet journal. This was my first year doing this, and I'm hooked. This is what my journal looks like now. The seams have busted. It was nice and pristine when I first got it. And I'll try to insert a picture of what it looked like when I first got it. But let's get started. This is the Paperage bullet journal. I got it off of Amazon. This is my title page, just to show my name and such, and some stickers that I decorated it with. The stickers that I used were from Happy Planner. This is my future log. I like using this because I could put down important events and I would actually reference it. So I did use my future log. I will definitely be including this in my 2025 bullet journal planner. This is my January calendar spread. The January review and the monthly reviews were my favorite pages to just write down memories from the year and also collect pictures. And as you see throughout the year, these get more in depth because I loved it. This was my first weekly spread. I copied this from somebody that just gave like simple templates to follow because I thought I would need and use a weekly spread. But as you will see, I really didn't need or use it. Now this brain dump page, baby, January, my brain was dumping. And then the more organized page, I did use that a little bit and I kept this throughout the year. The things that I loved, I really didn't use this page at all, but I am going to incorporate some elements of this in my new bullet journal. February, of course, cutesy hearts for Valentine's Day. And once again, I did try a weekly spread, so I tried different layouts to see which one I liked. But as you can see, I very rarely used it. Now this notes section, this was something that I wanted to incorporate further down the line. And again, my monthly review, always tea. Now, I saw how much I used the dump in January, so I created another page in February, but I didn't wind up using it. But that's what I like about the bullet journal. It's just really, really flexible. And I can use something or not use it and create what I want, when I want, how I want. So in March, I tried again with the weekly spreads, but they just were not it for me. I really could not get into it. So moving on from April until the end of the year, I stopped doing weekly spreads. And then my brain dump again. This month I used all 4 pages. Had a lot on my mind, I guess. And it's just for random thoughts. And then the organized brain dump, which is something I'm not incorporating in my future bullet journal, but it did come in handy. So instead of having weekly spreads, I did have important dates and notes. April had a lot of review pictures because I went to London and Paris. So I just had a lot of images that I want to include. So I did. So I am going to continue to include the monthly review, but I decided to do it a little differently in the next year. Also, I guess I did some junk journaling, which I didn't know that was what it's called when I started doing it, but just keeping some like tickets and pieces of programs from events that I went to and places that I visited. And I tell you, this brain dump I use just about every single month. And I also wanted to keep the sticky notes in here that I wrote on because for me, this book is going to become memories, something I can pass down that my daughters can look at when they get older and see what was going on in my life during this time, and then something I can also look back on and reflect on. I've yet to put this journal away because I still like looking at it because 2024 was just an amazing year. Full of joy, as it says here in May. That was when I had my second baby shower in Charlotte, so definitely lots of pictures. So many memories, some censored content there. Because in my brain dump, I would also like journal and copy down thoughts and feelings that I had. And I have some very strong feelings right here that I'll keep for private. June, I gave birth, so I really don't remember picking up my planner as much at all. So clearly I took notes beforehand, I think before I went into labor. Just, things that I wanted to do in the postpartum And of course, my daughter was born, my second and last child. So lots of pictures and memories of her. No brain dumps. I was just really in just mom phase. But I did do the organized brain dump. July, I was still on maternity leave. Oh, what bliss. But of course, there were notes. And I think I was thinking about working out during this time and just thinking about how I was going to eat and being healthy and maintaining my milk supply and all that jazz. I've been thinking about if I want to get one of those HP Sprocket printers, and I might save that for 2026. 2025, I think I'm going to keep printing them off on my regular printer because it's been doing pretty well. But I've seen the HP Sprocket. I like the size. Here, I accidentally skipped 2 pages. Didn't realize that. And my organized brain dump just really coming in handy, planning. Now, this is my favorite layout theme design of the year, Chef's Kiss. This August plants and books. Like, I was really in my creative bag when I did this one. And I started planning for my 2025 bullet journal, like the things I wanted to include. And I realized I was moving so fast when I created my 2025 journal that I did not do my monthly themes spread. So I just left it out. I did sketch it out on some paper, but I forgot to include that in my actual journal. So maybe I'll do that next year. But August was full of memories and things, of course, and I love that. And having those monthly reviews makes me more intentional about capturing moments with my family. I also like this September spread too, and I started incorporating quotes into my spreads, and I love the little honeycombs. I had a meeting and I took notes in here, so my notes, I tell you, this book goes a long way. Like, I take notes for meetings in here sometimes, write down important dates and all that. So that's what I love about this. It's not so rigid. It's very, very flexible. And then I took notes on like prayer calls we would have and things I just wanted to remember. Those honeycombs, I don't know what it is. I love seeing those honeycombs. Oh, it just does something to me. It makes me feel so good. It's just so organized. And it makes me think of Beyonce. Plus her birthday's in September. I loved drawing that pumpkin. My doodles for October were like, ugh. This theme was like fall / Halloween. But then again, just taking notes, adding sticky notes in there. October is a good month because that's my birth month. Also, my oldest, her birthday is on my birthday. Our wedding anniversary that month. There's Halloween, homecoming. So lots of things going on. And using my planner again to plan for my next planner and my content ideas, themes, and all that jazz. November, I loved this font that I was able to write in. And the coffee beans, I like that idea. But this theme was hard for me to doodle. I'm not a drawer. I can doodle and copy. Notes from just a conversation with someone about potential jobs and careers to switch to outside of teaching. And I can't believe, like, at this point I was like, wow, I only have 1 more month left in this journal, this planner. And of course, November we saw Wicked. I have never seen Wicked before, never heard the songs. Harper and I were hooked, okay? We are on the Wicked Creamy Crack. I did not like that page. That's probably why I didn't even use it. It was terrible. But I feel like this bullet journal and having like the brain dump and this organized section motivated me to get back in my YouTube bag. December, probably my least favorite spread, just because I didn't have the colors that I wanted. It wasn't giving. But some of the fonts that I used and some of the doodles were really cute. Really cute. So, of course, a lot happened in December with Ellery getting christened, cabin trip with my family, winter break, some events with the staff from my school and the kids. So I really got back into my YouTube bag with Vlogmas. That motivated me. So that's why y'all are seeing this content in these videos. That was really, really my focus. Now this, I think I got this idea off of Pinterest, but I wanted to do my 2024 photos in review. Come to find out, those 2 pages weren't enough. And this I want page, I decided to treat as a personal vision board, and then 10 goals that I wanted to set. I did add more to this once I transferred it to my 2025 journal. So the goals and all that I did transfer to my 2025 journal. And this is my second page of photos, and I still had some pages left at the end. So the goals that you see at the end, as well as the what I want in 2025, I'm putting that in my 2025 bullet journal. And then these were just some highlights in different categories. I like this page, but when I got to the end of the year, it was hard for me to think of stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is doodle some things down, or just sketch some things down as the year goes on to fill that page out, or make note of some certain things. But yeah, my vision board, things I want for myself, for my family, and my 10 big goals. So I'm going to do that at the end of every year in my bullet journal, but also transfer it to the beginning of the new bullet journal. And I still have some pages left, and I feel like I'll have more than enough space this year since I'm not doing the weekly spread. And in this pocket is just some things that I kept in here, some receipts, pictures, and a thank you card from some of our church members who went to their baby shower. They had a baby a couple weeks before we had ours. So me and Jazz were womb mates. But that is my 2024 bullet journal. I'm so excited that I started this journey and decided to switch from the Happy Planner. This is working for me right now in this season of my life. It's the perfect size, perfect fit, and I just can't wait to see where my 2025 bullet journal takes me and where I go with it. So y'all follow along. That video is coming up next for my 2025 journal, my supplies, and how I set it up. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.